Welcome to Italy. Some countries are places you visit. Italy is a place you feel. It is a nation that doesn't just exist in the present, but breathes through every stone of its past. Welcome back to Phu Discovery. Today, we embark on a journey across a peninsula that has defined Western civilization for 2 millennia. From the jagged white peaks of the Alps to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, Italy is an eternal canvas where nature and humanity have painted a masterpiece together. This is the land of La Dolce Vita, the sweet life. It is a reminder that beauty is not a luxury, but a necessity of the soul. Let us begin our discovery in the north, where the earth reaches for the heavens, the Dolomites, the towers of God. In the far north, the landscape is dominated by the Dolomites. These are not ordinary mountains. They are jagged limestone cathedrals, rising vertically from emerald alpine meadows. At sunset, a magical phenomenon occurs called enrosadira. The pale rock turns a fiery shade of pink and violet, as if the mountains themselves are blushing. This is a world of extreme contrasts, where the silence of the high peaks meets the rhythmic clinking of cowbells in the valleys below. In places like Val di Funis, with its solitary churches standing against a backdrop of giant stone teeth, you realize that nature in Italy is operatic. It is dramatic, grand, and profoundly moving. The air is crisp, scented with pine and the promise of ancient legends hidden in the mist. Venice, the symphony of water. Leaving the mountains, we descend into a dream that should not exist. Venice, a city built on 118 islands, connected by 400 bridges, and fueled by the tides of the Adriatic Sea. To enter Venice is to leave the modern world behind. There are no cars here, only the soft splash of oars in the canals and the distant hum of voices echoing in the calli, the narrow alleyways. The Grand Canal is the main artery, lined with palaces that look like lace made of stone. Venice is a city of light and reflection. At St. Mark's Square, the mosaic-covered basilica glows in the morning sun, while the gondolas dance on the water. It is a fragile masterpiece, a city that is slowly sinking into the sea it conquered. But in its decay, there is a haunting beauty, a reminder that some things are more precious because they are fleeting. Tuscany, the Golden Hills. In the heart of Italy lies Tuscany, a landscape so perfect it inspired the greatest artists of the Renaissance. This is a land of rolling golden hills, lined with dark green cypress trees like silent sentinels. In the Val d'Orcia, the morning mist clings to the valleys, revealing stone farmhouses and vineyards that produce some of the world's finest wines. Life here is measured by the seasons. It is about the harvest, the pressing of olives, and the slow aging of Chianti. Tuscany is the soul of Italy. It is a place where you understand that the simplest things, a crust of bread, a glass of wine, and a sunset over a vineyard, are the true ingredients of happiness. It is a landscape that invites you to slow down and listen to the pulse of the earth. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance. If Tuscany is the soul, then Florence is the mind. It was here in the 15th century that the world woke up from the darkness of the Middle Ages. This city is a living museum of human genius. The Duomo, with its massive terracotta dome by Brunelleschi, dominates the skyline. Standing beneath it, you feel the ambition of a generation that believed nothing was impossible. In the Uffizi Gallery, the ghosts of Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Botticelli remain. Every statue, every fresco, tells the story of the human form rediscovered. Florence is a reminder that when we seek beauty and truth, we can change the world. The city smells of old leather and paper, a place where art is as common as the air we breathe. Rome, the eternal city. All roads lead to Rome. This is a city of layers, where a modern subway line runs alongside the ruins of an empire. Rome is chaotic, noisy, and breathtakingly grand. It is a place where the weight of history is felt in every step. The Colosseum stands as a silent witness to the glory and brutality of the Roman spirit. Nearby, the Roman Forum tells the story of a civilization that invented law, architecture, and the modern city. But Rome is also a city of water. The Trevi Fountain erupts from the stone, a Baroque masterpiece where tourists toss coins to ensure their return. And in the heart of the city lies the Vatican, a sovereign state within a state, where the Sistine Chapel reaches for the divine. Rome is the eternal city because it has survived everything: the rise and fall of kings, the fires of war, and the passing of ages. And yet, it still stands, proud and defiant. The Amalfi Coast, the dance of stone and sea. South of Rome, the landscape takes a dramatic turn. This is the Amalfi Coast, a 50-kilometer stretch of coastline where mountains drop vertically into the deep blue Tyrrhenian Sea. Houses in pastel shades of pink, yellow, and white cling to the cliffs like barnacles. In Positano, the streets are so steep they are replaced by stairs. This is a vertical world, scented with the fragrance of the world's largest lemons. Sailing along the coast, you see hidden grottos and secret beaches accessible only by boat. The sea here is a living jewel, shifting from turquoise to sapphire. Amalfi is a place that proves that humanity can exist in harmony with the most rugged environments. It is a masterpiece of balance, where the terrace-style gardens produce lemons that are as bright as the Mediterranean sun. Pompeii, the frozen memory. In the shadow of Mount Vesuvius lies a city where time stopped in an instant. Pompeii. In the year 79 AD, the volcano erupted, burying the city in meters of ash and pumice. Walking through the streets of Pompeii today is a haunting experience. You see the ruts of chariot wheels in the stone, the frescoes still vibrant on the walls of villas, and the bakeries with bread still in the ovens. Pompeii is not just a site of destruction, it is a profound snapshot of life. It reminds us of our own fragility and the terrifying power of the earth we walk upon. Looking at the silhouette of Vesuvius today, silent but ever-present, you feel the tension that has always defined life in Italy, the beauty of the landscape, and the danger that lies beneath. Sicily, the island of fire and myth. Finally, we cross the sea to Sicily, the largest island in the Mediterranean. This is a land shaped by fire and conquest. Sicily has been ruled by Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Normans, and Spaniards, and each has left their mark on the soul of the island. Mount Etna, Europe's highest active volcano, dominates the landscape. It is a brooding giant, its black volcanic soil providing the fertility that makes Sicily's oranges and grapes so intense. In the Valley of the Temples, ancient Greek ruins stand silent against the Mediterranean sky. In the markets of Palermo, the sights and smells feel more like North Africa than Europe. Sicily is a world within a world, a place where history is as thick as the air, and where every meal is a celebration of the island's multicultural heart. Italy is a journey that never truly ends. It is a country that teaches us that life is meant to be savored, not just survived. From the white peaks of the north to the volcanic fires of the south, Italy remains a beacon of beauty and human achievement. It is the realization that a simple plate of pasta can be a work of art, and that a 1,000-year-old ruin is a reminder of our shared destiny. Thank you for joining Phu Discovery on this journey across the eternal canvas. Italy is not just a country, it is a feeling of light, love, and the sweetness of being alive. Until the next discovery, arrivederci.